What up, you guys? Welcome back. It is 10/19, 7/18/2025. Let me tell you, I got played because it's not even cool. Like, I learned a lesson in all of this, and I'm gonna share later at the end of the video because I want to use it as like a testimony, I guess. But let me tell you, I got played because I did not know these things. And for those of you who want to be swing traders, be careful and be mindful of these things that I'm gonna tell you about. And I'm making these. I'm gonna make these in the shorts because I just started TikTok, just like my Discord that I want you guys to join. Free Discord, free community in the description box below and or the fan comment. Join the Discord, okay? Let me get into showing you what had happened. Let's get into this because it's crazy. Well, to me, it's crazy because I did not know. So at the beginning of the week, I made a video and I said these are the pairs that I'm marking up. I said Euro USD. I said GBP USD, right? Did I not? Then I said Euro CAD. I said GBP CAD. Those are my 4 pairs. I don't know if I added any more in there, but I have since switched those out for AUD and maybe gold. When I say I have since switched those out, I switched out Euro USD and GBP USD because I didn't feel like correlating the DXY with it. It just confused me. Maybe later in the future, we might get to that. But right now, I ain't got time for that. When I did away with Euro and GBP USD, I found GA. And I decided to keep her. Why? Because she is worth the pips. That's something that I've been trying to figure out in terms of like these pairs. What is going to be worth the pips for me? What's going to be worth the pips for you? Some people trade GJ. I don't like GJ. It's not worth the pips for me. I don't want to have to use 30 and 40 lots to make $2,000. That doesn't make sense to me. Does it make sense to you? It don't make sense to me. But GBP AUD, listen, she's that girl. She is worth the pips. All of it. All of it, honey. I calculated it. Found out that I only got to use this much to get this much. She's going to stay. She's going to stay right with my other bae, GBP CAD. I think GBP in general is just, I love it. Euro? No. GBP? Yes. Put her there. Then we added gold. And I added these things because most of the trades that I was marking up was on the monthly, which means I was entering based on the strategy that I trade, which is the market maker model, ICT model. So I decided to add gold because I didn't want to, I was tired of restricting myself, right? If I mark something up on the monthly, it was going to be, I'd have to enter on the daily. So I'd have to wait for price to get to my target, which means I'd have to wait for price to tap into a fair value gap. And I didn't know how long that was going to take, right? I thought it was going to be simple. But boy, was I wrong. So as price was coming, let's go GBP AUD into this gap. Price was coming into this gap. Tag this gap. I see the SMT, right? Negative SMT, but there was no SMT on EA. So I decided to go with GA instead. Or it could have been here. It doesn't matter. And so it meant that I was entering on the daily. That's what it meant. So as I'm waiting for price to come and tag this and then close above so that it can go down, I'm thinking as soon as it tagged, I'm supposed to get in. That's what I'm thinking. Boy, was I wrong. Because as soon as it came in, now first of all, it tagged me in during London session. Because I'm still trying to figure out how this pair moved. It tagged me in during London session. And when I tell you this thing went down, you see this wick right here? Turn this off. It went down. I put a 2 lot on it. Because I wanted to get this done. I wanted to get it out the way, right? So it started to retrace. I keep saying retrace. Retrace. It's starting to retrace. And it's making this wick. And I'm just, I'm seeing my little count go 300. I'm $300 in drawdown. So something tells me to do something that I never do. I don't do. Because at this point, I'm scared. For whatever reason. I'm like, oh, God, I hope this don't go down. Because I don't want to get out. I want to hold and don't fold. And I want this to flip. Because I'm standing on my bias. I'm standing on this trade. Something tells me to go down on a lower time frame. Again, which I've never thought about doing at all. Because, we enter. But I also didn't take it to account that being this high up on the time frame chopping block. I'll say it like that. This trade is gonna take days to play out. I never thought about that. I never thought about it. For me, it was all about, okay, having the analysis, being right. I never thought about the time that it was gonna take for this to get from point A to point B. That was my mistake. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you won't do it again. As George Bush said, you fool me once, you won't do it again. I've learned my lesson. Listen, there's no way in the world with the accounts that I have currently that I'm gonna be able to make it to point B. Because the swap fees they're gonna tear me up. And I should have known that when I did NZD/USD. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what type of crack I was smoking. I don't know what I was doing. But I got into the same situation. Because I wanted to be right. I am right. But I just can't, what they say, I can't, I don't have the time to do the crime. That's what I say. I don't have the time to do the crime. I said to myself, if I can just get out. If I can just get out and then get back into profit, I'll just get out. Well, no, that didn't happen. Nope, it didn't happen. So what happened was when I went down to lower time frame, the align time frame, which is the hour, this is what I saw right here. I saw fair value gap. And basically what happens whenever you see a fair value gap, it means that price is going to retrace and come down into this gap. And then it's going to buy up. So it also means you can find a better entry. I was watching a video of the person who taught me the strategy. The same person who did a swing on Bitcoin, and I just rewatched the video. And it was the monthly to the daily, and it didn't dawn on me that, because sometimes when you do stuff, you just don't be thinking about it. He was like, well, this trade took me 18 days. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm on a daily. I don't know. Oh crap, I don't have 18 days for this to play out. Like, by the time this play out, my account gonna be gone. So, especially with these swap fees. So I saw this gap, and I'm like, okay, price is gonna retrace. But when price started to retrace, that's when I started being in drawdown a little bit too much. Now I was looking to see where price could retrace into a little bit more, and then I saw this gap right here, right? But as I was looking right here, Lord Jesus, come on, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Not you, Jesus. I wasn't talking about Jesus. All right. This right here. You see this section? No, we're gonna make a little bit. Yeah. See this section right here? This right here. Wait a minute. We're gonna make it a little bit bigger. Okay. See that right there? That's an entry. Had I come down to the lower time frame, I would have saw this entry. But did I do that? No. What this did was, instead of me getting in way up here, right? And then incurring all this drawdown that I'm in currently, I could have got in right here. Right the frick here. Right? You see how price tapped that right there? That could have been my entry. But did I do that? No, because I didn't know to do that. I didn't know to do that. But as I'm going through it now, I can see that price took out this liquidity right here. And then this would have been, and then price came and tagged me right about here. And I would have been deep in profit. Then price would have come up here. I probably would have been out this trade by now. Came back down. It wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't have even mattered, okay? Nothing even matters. But did I do it? No. But I have learned a lesson, and that is to come down on the higher time, on the lower time frame when I am entering from a higher time frame. Hell, it don't even matter. Listen, whatever time frame you're on, I don't know what your strategy is. It don't even matter. Make sure that if you're finding your bias on the higher time frame, right? So say you find your stuff on the weekly, and then I don't know how you trade. I don't know what your time frames are. I just know I use time frame alignment. Weekly to the 4 hour to the 15 minute, and then, the 1 minute. So if I'm on the weekly and I find my setup on the 4 hour, I should be looking at the 15 minute to start to look for gaps that price might retrace into. That is what I learned yesterday. And I wish to God I would have saw it or thought about it or knew it yesterday, because it would have saved me a lot of time and a lot of money. I might lose this account because the market is closed and I couldn't get out in time because I was getting my hair done. And I currently am in $300 worth of drawdown again, because when it came up here, I thought it was about to go, right? But I forgot it's Friday. I wouldn't think it. I promise y'all, I'm not at that lady. I'm not dumb. Like, I'm very. I just was not aware of what I was doing. I thought I was gonna hold it, but I can't even. I did this all wrong. It's the trade itself is right. It's going to play out. It's just not going to play out tomorrow. It's not going to play out on Sunday. It's not going to play out on, this week probably. If it does, I'd be surprised. But it's going to play out. It's just if I'm willing to stay the course, get back in. Well, actually, I'm still in it. But, just hold on to it and deal with whatever is going to come when the market opens. Actually, I ain't got no choice for that either. Those are the lessons that I learned when it comes to swing trading, and that's something that I want to communicate to you guys as well. For those of you who are trying to be swing traders and want to be swing traders, and you're doing things like looking at the monthly, the weekly, or the daily, and you don't trade the same way I trade. You don't have to use the same time frames. If your time frames work, just utilize them properly. I learned how to utilize them properly. So I will be looking for my setups on the lower time frame instead of the monthly or the daily. Right? I mean, the monthly, weekly, or the daily, because I can't hold these. Like, if I find someone on the weekly, on the monthly, I sure the hell can't hold that. I can't be entering on the daily. I gotta look for it somewhere else. Like I just told you, like right here. I gotta figure out how to enter on the lower time frame. Find a setup on the lower time frame, either to go down or to go up. Like I can't do no monthly to dailies no more. Now, if you guys, I'll still mark it up, and if I find it, I'll tell you guys about it. You can take it if you want to, but honey, she is not doing that anymore unless I buy an account that has the option for a free swap, and it allows to have weekend holding. If I don't get either one of those two, one or the other or both, she will not be trading on the monthly, or the daily or the weekly for that matter. Okay, I can't do it. I can't hold it that long. Again, for those of you who want to be swing traders, for the love, like, if you don't remember nothing else from this conversation, if you're going to trade from the higher time frame, which is what swing trading is, or you're going to trade a pair that's going to take days or weeks to play out because it's slow, like an NZD or AUD pair, get you a swap free account. Get you one of those, and then make sure that you get something to where you can hold it over the weekend if it doesn't play out by Friday. Because if not, you're going to pay for it. I think that's it. That was my recap. Like I said, I did get burned on gold. I thought that price was going to sell off. Ended up selling and then buying because, again, I did not read price action correctly. Hopefully, when the market opens up, I can get out of this drawdown because we're in a gap right now. And then we might, this is a gap right here, so price might come up. See how the new week opens. So on the weekly 4 hour, I found this 4 hour gap. Wait, where were we at on the first? Wait a minute, give me a second. Monthly, daily. Okay, 1 hour. I don't even know where I got 4 hour from. 1 hour. So then we're gonna go 5 minute. And this is where we are currently. Okay, see this long wick right here? Price just decided to, just go whop right before closing. And now I'm in $300 worth of drawdown that I hope don't hurt me. It's going to, actually, because this is how it's going to hurt me. And I might lose this account. But you know what? It's okay. Because, well, it's not. But some things we just got to learn to live with. I done talked y'all ears off, and I know y'all tired of me. But I'm trying to teach y'all something. I'm trying to teach myself as well. This is a gap right here. Price ain't tapped into this gap yet. So when the new week opens, it might gap down, come into this gap, and then go back up. We just gotta see, or I just gotta see. Ain't no we about it. It's just me. It's just me, y'all. Again, lesson learned. It was a huge lesson learned. Now I see why people start on the lower time frame. I see. It helps you a great deal. I didn't think that I was gonna need it. I didn't think that, I was gonna be a person that would use it, but it works. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. It's my man. Join the Discord, link in the bio, and or the pin comment. Pair analysis markup will be on Sunday since this video is coming out, and it will be out on Saturday. You guys are blessed. Take care, and may you always enter and exit in profit. Toodles.